Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Peace once more. Again, we are going to learn about like search strategies, which I have here. I already did the work here, so we are going to follow the slides and get more insight about it. So this first slide like tells us of search strategies. So what comes into your mind when we see search strategies? We know it's all about searching, and then we see here the icons we can use for searching. We see YouTube, we see Twitter, we see Google, we see Facebook, and many others. So literally it's just like search and all that to know more information, because of course we are under information literacy. So on the search strategy here, we see search strategy is a method used systematically to find relevant information on particular topic or research question. Okay, it's a strategy used like systematically. Let's say, for example, I've decided to use Google to research on a particular information and all that. So okay, it's commonly used in academic research, literature reviews, and other information seeking contexts. That's what I see. So I think I see here a breakdown which I may not explain so much, but then let's say, for example, search for evidence of present life, okay, past present. So we see astrobiology, what to research for, and all those things. So it's just what we follow, but then it's mainly like, okay, a strategy, a way of searching, like to know more, like research, to do your research and all that. For example, I may be doing research on what is happening currently in different continents and all that, but then I get to know them. Maybe if I'm using technology, if I'm using the media, I may decide to use Google, I may decide to use Facebook, YouTube, or any other different app or icon, just to make sure that I get to know what is happening, since it as well as that it's a method used systematically to find relevant information in particular topic or research question. So we have to get like information that is so relevant. We shouldn't get something that is irrelevant. It should be relevant and truth about what we are looking for. Particularly, let's say, for example, I've already used on things happening in different continents. Maybe let's say, for example, I may be searching maybe on just information literacy, and then I want to know more about information literacy. I may just go and tap on Google information literacy, and then they'll give me types of information literacy. Like maybe I'm talking about plagiarism, and then Google gives me and all that. Yeah, that's it. Then we get here like the following are techniques used in search strategy, where the first one we see identification of key concepts. Like at first you're supposed to identify your key concept that you're going to search about. Let's say, for example, I'm going to search about plagiarism. So I should identify from plagiarism, what else am I going to search about? Okay, I may want to know the types of plagiarism, so I should first identify them and know them. So then you look at selection of search terms. Like selection of search terms means selecting of what I'm going to use to search. Let's say, for example, I've decided to use Google, so I'll have to select Google as my search term. So I'll use Google. Maybe I want YouTube or I want something else, so I have to select the search term. Then you see Boolean operators of how you're going to do it. Then truncation and wildcards. Let's say phrase searching. That one is, of course, the phrases. Maybe we're going to use phrases. We see filters and limits. Then database selection and iterative process. These ones are like these are the search techniques which we have decided to use, and then those are strategies that are mainly supposed to be, at least you shouldn't leave out any when you're researching, because it is so much needed in your search bar and all that. So I think that's all for today. Thanks so much for being a good audience, but then remember, always search freely and all that. Use this strategy well, since it's a method used systematically to find relevant information. You shouldn't be left behind. You should always have relevant information which is present and all that. Don't be into past information. Okay, maybe you want something in the past, it's okay, but then if you're looking about news, what's happening, like get the relevant news and all that. Thanks so much for being with me in this small journey and all that. I appreciate so much. We'll meet in the next video.